Hello from Patina Farm. In a few of our videos, you've seen our bell tower behind me, and several of you have asked to have a tour of the inside of it. So I thought we would do that today. But first, I thought we would ring the bell. Let's go see where that rings. This is our quirky little stairway into the bell tower. You can see that we made some fun little stairs out of old scaffolding planks, so they feel really ancient. And then when we were moving in, I had a bunch of old antique books that I needed to quickly get out of boxes. So I just shoved them right here in this wall, and they have stayed there for the last 7 years. So why don't we go up the stairs and see what's upstairs? Watch your head. There's also this little window right here that lets light into the bathroom that is in Nick's room. It's frosted so you can't see inside, but it does allow light to go inside the bathroom. Well, look who's here in the bell tower.
Just looking at some of my old books.
Looking at your old books right underneath the bell that we just rang. So this is actually really is a bell tower. When we built our house, we did put a bell in the tower. So Steve, why don't you tell everybody about this charming little room?
This was a quirky little library, and it's based on an old kind of Wallace Neff idea. I think I saw a little tiny library in one of his places. And so we ended up using scaffolding shelves for all the stuff, for all the shelves. And I have a bunch of old books up here, and then old travel sketches. So there's Paris, there's Venice. That's actually the first painting I did in the 1 to 100 series, just completely awful. And then these are some watercolors from Laguna Beach. I think for a while I was doing watercolors. But we got all kinds of cool, just cool, quirky stuff up here.
I actually love this little space because it gives you a whole different perspective of our property. I mean, you don't see much of it. A lot of it is just all the old French roof tiles, but it kind of feels like a great old place in the middle of France or something, especially with all the sycamore trees, and you can see some of the cypress over here, beyond the roof tiles.
Yeah, there's kind of a cool thing you can see where we are in the overall property if you look at this. So here's the overall property. We're right there now in the tower. This is before we had all the greenhouses built. This is early on. There's the circular lavender field, there's the guest house, and the garage is over here.
Wow, things have really grown in since then.
Yeah, there was just nothing down there.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's really cool. So Steve keeps a bunch of his old books up here, and we've got a bunch of plaster.
So these are cool. These are old Italian architectural book details. When I was doing a lot of Italian stuff, I'd just find these great old books, and they have all of the, like this one has all of the details in it. Details and then measured drawings, and I don't know. It's always best to go back to the source material when you're looking to design something.
And then you can kind of riff off of it, right?
Yeah, that's what we're doing here. So there's Lutyens, there's just a lot of very cool old books. So sometimes I'll come up and just look for books that I had completely forgotten about.
You're surrounded by all your old friends.
Yeah, these are really cool. So these are great. These are the White Pine series. These are actual details of old houses. So you look at the old houses, and then during the Depression, they drew all the details of them. So these are amazing for reference for doing new houses and making stuff look authentic, because you're never going to find a drawing like that. It shows you exactly how to put it together. So I'll often come up here when I'm doing a traditional house and dig through all these and find something cool.
Pretty cool. Well, a nice little space to kind of sit and be quiet and take it all in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh my gosh, look at how big those cypress have gotten.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So we planted those 7 years ago. They were tiny. Wow. They're
they
huge
weren't
now.
even over the roof line.
Yeah.
It's cool.
They're
Yeah,
huge.
very cool.
Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little tour of our quirky little bell tower.
Yes.
Until next time, goodbye from Patina Farm.